Be a part of history and subscribe to my 2 YouTube channels and join the 100,000 pharaohs that exist. And of course, follow me on Twitch as I create a radio station from the ground up. They ain't never seen a young black reporter coming like this. Right, Mr. Telepharaoh TV, how's everybody doing out there? I got another Kodak Black update. Obviously, this is one of the hottest topics in the last couple weeks. Kodak Black. Hell, it feels like Kevin Gates, Meek Mill, and Kodak Black can never be out of jail/prison at the same time. I don't know what it is about that. Like, if you go back and look at the time they've all spent in jail or incarcerated, it's always kind of been like one comes in, two out, two in, one out. You know what I mean? It's never been the same time. And it looks like that trend is going to continue for a little while longer. So Kodak Black is trying to get some of his charges taken away from him right now. Again, this is from The Blast. The Blast has been right about a lot of stuff, and The Blast is, I feel like, misled their audience in a couple stories as well. They're reporting that Monday, Kodak Black, when he met with his probation officer for the probation violation, we're told that his attorney, Bradford, by the way, the judge is present for this as well. His attorney, Bradford Cohen, you see him on the screen right now, asked the judge for the investigating officers to dust all the evidence for fingerprints because Kodak and his team are claiming that some of the items found in his house do not belong to him. All right, again, just to catch you up, here are some of the charges that Kodak got last week. You got grand theft of firearm. You got 2 charges of possession of a weapon or ammo by a felon, possession of marijuana over 20 grams. There was actually about 95 grams found in that house. Neglect of a child without great bodily harm. 2 probation violation charges, and that gets us up to about 7 charges added to what Kodak's already dealing with. Again, he has a sexual, a sexual assault in Carolina that he's going to have to battle with. He owes a lot of promoters as well for not appearing in shows. He's dealing with a lot right now. So for this probation violation, the attorney wants everything to be dusted because they do claim that a lot of this stuff found in the crib, that is Kodak's crib, was not his. All right, Kodak is saying the marijuana and the firearm are not mine. So what that would leave him with is not a grand theft charge. He wouldn't have the 2 charges of possession of a weapon or ammo. He wouldn't have the marijuana charge. He would just end up with the neglect child charge and the probation violations, which could still keep him locked up because it's a probation violation. But it's much better than having to deal with the stolen weapon. They're never going to give him, they're not going to even give him a bond with that. And then the grand theft of a firearm and the possession of a weapon and ammo by a felon. Yo, if he can dodge those, there's a better chance of him getting out. Not a great chance, but it's better. So that's the update. And I'm believing this. Either that was Kodak's, it was in his crib, in his safe or whatever. Either that was Kodak's weapon in his marijuana. Let's be honest, Kodak probably was smoking a little bit of the dope, you know what I mean? But it looks like he's probably gotten somebody to A, take the fall for this in his team, or B, he's gotten somebody to dust everything clean and you won't be able to find his fingers on anything, or you know what I mean, he might have got a professional to come dust that bad boy, that crib clean. Probably the first one. He probably, you know, one of his guys probably got to be the fall guy for all this stuff. And look, even if it's not Kodak stuff, I still believe has to be a level of culpability for his team that if you bringing that stuff around the breadwinner, you got to make sure it's on you. Like, yo, your guy can't get caught up in this mess. He is the guy that put you guys in position to change your family's lives. You got to figure that out. So either you guys bringing stuff around Kodak, who right now doesn't have need to be around him as a felon, or one of you guys need to take the fall. I'm just going to be honest with you. Somebody need to take the fall. Somebody got to figure that out. I don't know who's going to be the fall guy for all this, but you got to find a way to get Kodak out of prison. That is the reality of the situation. Mr. Telepharaoh TV, we'll keep you updated. Kodak wants him and his team and his attorney has came out and asked the judge, look, go dust everything down in that crib. Go look for fingerprints. Kodak's fingerprints won't be on none of it, which proves that it's not his, which could get some of those charges removed. Again, the probation violations will still be there because the neglect of a child is there. And again, Kodak can't be around this stuff. So it's going to be tough to get this. I think it's going to be very difficult for them to prove that it's not Kodak stuff because it's in your crib, right? It's stolen anyway, meaning it's not in the right person's name anyway. It's not in one of your boys' name. The weed, I mean, gosh, it's in your crib. This is your crib we're talking about. If this was in a car while you were like moving to another city, that's different. If the police stop you and they're like, yo, whose weed is this? Then maybe one of your homeboys could be like, yeah, it's mine. But when this stuff is in your crib, you will have to control what enters your home. That's why it's your home. He's still going to have to deal with that neglect of the child, to have him around all this stuff, and for Kodak to be around all this stuff. So he's going to be battling a lot. I don't know where he's at with it in the process, but I do know until his case and everything comes up and his probation hearings further, he's going to be locked up. Very unfortunate. Mr. Teleferro TV, y'all give me y'all comments and y'all opinions on the situation in the comment section. Thank y'all for the time, love, support. I don't take it for granted. Salute. I'm out.
I want to salute you, homie, you know, for building your own thing and doing your own thing, creating your own platform, your own website.
I got one life to live out my dreams, and I'm giving this thing all I got. I interview celebrities. I talk sports. I represent the culture.
Right now, you're turning up on MrTeleferro.com, shawty.